Hello folks, the Celtic Nerd here bringing another nerdy video. We are going to attempt to you know what, I'm gonna save. Because I'm at redoing some stuff, and folks, you might notice that my UI is a little different. That is because I am fed up with Steam's version of Dragon Age Inquisition not detecting my controller. Every now and then I have to go through a process of attempting to, make the game detect my controller. And it can take a while, and I'm just fed up with it. If I'm being brutally honest, I'm just like, you know what? I'm done. If it doesn't detect it, it doesn't detect it. Like right now, my controller's plugged in, and if I go to controls, you'll see that it's bound, it's locked. Keyboard and mouse is. So I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not missing anything here. We still have these potion stuff here.
Inquisitor.
These commands here. I do wish that maybe, like in Dragon Age, I was hoping that maybe similar to Dragon Age 1, that maybe I would have a bigger hotbar, but no, I don't. So, you know what? So we're just going to, yep. In our case, we're going to be continuing on from where I last left off, which is going to doing Promise of Destruction. I don't understand why his card has shifted to that way. I guess we don't get a personal quest for Varric. His whole thing about being in the... No, because he didn't go with us in the Fade. So why did Varric's card change? You know what, I'm going to look that up. Give me a sec. Do, 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 do. Where is he? Varric Tetris. There we go. Dragon Age Inquisition. Uh... Hmm. Right. So it just said, okay. So his car just changes after you do a certain mission. Interesting. Alright, we have our... actually, no, I don't... No, I'm not going to bring Tim. I'll bring Varric. And then, as for our mage, we'll bring Solus. How do I access... Okay, so it's just character editor. How do I swap characters? Do. Alright. 288 is not bad. Do we have anything higher? Sorry, 228. Yeah, we don't really have anything that would rival it in terms of helmet. We might. Yeah, we do. No one wears the Inquisitor helm besides my character, so we'll give her the fire cap. And I think in terms of weapons, she is good still. No, there's a weapon here that is significantly stronger. What about shield? Nope, shield of the Emperor is still the best that we can give her. Okay. Now, folks, this will be my first time doing combat with a keyboard and mouse.
Herr Oswin, odd that the trail should lead us here. Ban Loren is a pious, unassuming man. What has he become involved in?
He might simply be a victim as well.
Let's see what lies within. Promises. I should have known. The Order of Fiery Promise is a cult with strange beliefs about the Seekers. They've hounded us for centuries.
What kind of strange beliefs?
They believe they are Seekers, the only rightful ones. They say we robbed their powers long ago, preventing them from ending the world.
Ending the world?
The only way to truly eradicate evil in their eyes, the world will be reborn a paradise. It's all nonsense.
Why haven't the Seekers dealt with them?
We have, many times. They simply reappear after a time like weeds. Nobody knows how.
Is it possible to negotiate with them?
They're fanatics, drunk on whatever forbidden magic they can find to make themselves true Seekers. This explains why the Seekers might be here, but not the connection to Corypheus.
Okay. How am I not? Why am I not looting that thing? Sorry, folks. Again, as I said, I'm learning new things. Okay, so we have to wait until that icon shows up. Now we're going to save periodically as we progress this, folks, because if you watched my previous video, you would know that there was a bug that happened last time which prevented us from continuing.
A Seeker. Did they torture him to death? The Promisers will pay for this.
Keep hitting my head off the mic, so I'm just going to adjust my mic there. Okay. Before we engage in combat, last time I jumped down and I attacked from the things up here. So we're going to actually start the fight down here. And hopefully that prevents anyone from being up there. Okay. I wonder... Okay, there might be some things I would not. Like, for example... There's the corner. Okay, I was missing that last time. I wonder, is like there an auto attack option? So let's see here. Persistent guard. No. Controls. What's this? No auto attack, which is a bit of a shame because like it'd been nice to just click and like auto attack until I press it. I am gonna miss the quick activation of my AoE powers, so I have to manually aim.
As the Seekers of Truth have proven resistant to the effects of red lyrium, the Elder One has seen fit to place them in your care. Reclaim your destiny, and know that the Elder One expects your devotion as repayment. Signed by Lord Samson, Commander of the Red Templars. Does Corypheus not realize the Promisers want the world to end? What use are they to him?
So Corypheus sold the Seekers to these cultists.
And they leapt at the chance, of course. But this doesn't explain how he captured the Seekers in the first place, or what's been done with them. We must keep looking.
The letter said Seekers were resistant to red lyrium.
Our abilities grant us many gifts, but a resistance to red lyrium's corruption? That seems strange. Although it would explain why none have numbered among the Red Templars. And thus Seekers would be useless to Corypheus. He would have no leash to hold us.
We'll find them, Cassandra.
I know we will. One way or another.
What's this passive flashpoint? I feel like I'm playing Sword Tour with pressing these keybinds. Alright, so space allows me to quickly grab it. Good to know.
Daniel! Daniel! Can you hear me?
Cassandra. It is you. You're alive.
As are you. I'm so glad I found you.
No, they put a demon inside me. It's tearing me up.
What? You can't be possessed. That's impossible.
I'm not possessed. They fed me things. I can feel it growing.
Can we do anything?
I don't know. This thing inside him...
The Lord Seeker. You have to find him.
Of course we'll find him. If he lives, we'll...
Lucius betrayed us, Cassandra. He sent us here, one by one. An important mission, he said. Lies. He was here with them all along. He's still working with them.
But we met Lord Seeker Lucius in Val Royeaux. He couldn't have been here.
That wasn't him. It was a demon, masquerading.
What? How could that be?
The Lord Seeker allowed it. He let the demon take command while he...
Came here.
If we find the Lord Seeker, he's dead.
Wait. Don't leave me like this, please.
You should have come with me. You didn't believe in the war any more than I did.
You know me. I wanted that promotion.
Go to the Maker's side, Daniel. You will be welcome. He was my apprentice. I have never known a finer young man. Now we find Lord Seeker Lucius.
Don't know how I... Oh yeah. Oh, the game pauses when I use AoEs. Okay.
Lord Seeker Lucius.
Cassandra, with a man I can only assume is the new Inquisitor.
And you're the man who betrayed his own order.
I presume you know we Seekers of Truth were once the original Inquisition. Oh yes. We fought to restore order in a time of madness long ago, as you do now. And we became proud. We sought to remake the world, to make it better. But what did we create? The Chantry, the Circles of Magi. A war that will see no end.
You lured your entire order to their deaths.
There was no other choice.
No other choice? Have you gone mad?
We Seekers are abominations, Cassandra. We created a decaying world and fought to preserve it even as it crumbled. We had to be stopped. You don't believe me? See for yourself. The secrets of our order passed to me after the former Lord Seeker was slain. The war with the mages had already begun, but it was not too late for me to do the right thing.
And this was the right thing.
Lord Seeker, what you've done.
I know. What Corypheus did with the Templars does not matter. I have seen the future. I have created a new order to replace the old. The world will end so we can start anew. A pure beginning. Join us, Cassandra. It is the Maker's will.
It's hard to aim the AoEs. Yeah, there we go.
He was insane. He had to be. The influence of Corypheus, perhaps? Was he trying to disable the Seekers?
These wasted lives.
He could not have destroyed all of us. I won't accept it. Let us return to Skyhold. I wish to see what's in this Book of Secrets.
Oh yeah, that's triggering because I'm zooming out so much. There we go. Yeah, it's gonna take some getting used to this whole thing. Put that message I got earlier. There you go. I want a slightly tilted angle for aiming some AoEs.
This tome has passed from Lord Seeker to Lord Seeker since the time of the old Inquisition. And now it falls to me.
You all right? You look drained.
Do you know what the Rite of Tranquility is? The last resort used on mages in the Circle, leaving them unable to cast, but depriving them of dreams and all emotion. It should only be used on those who cannot control their abilities, but that has not always been the case.
You mutilate mages.
I always thought it a necessary evil. What finally began the Mage Rebellion was the discovery the Rite of Tranquility could be reversed. The Lord Seeker at the time covered it up, harshly. There were deaths.
What?
It was dangerous knowledge, the shock of its discovery in addition to what happened in Kirkwall. But it appears we've always known how to reverse the Rite, from the beginning.
Oh my god! That is horrible! Holy shit! That is so fucking horrible! Oh my god! Oh shit! That is awful!
So the Seekers are responsible for the rebellion, in more ways than one.
One more crime to add to the pile. Yes. We created the Rite of Tranquility. I told you of my vigil, the months I spent emptying myself of all emotion. I was made tranquil and didn't even know. Then the vigil summoned the spirit of faith to touch my mind. That broke tranquility and gave me my abilities. The Seekers did not share that secret. Not with me, not with the Chantry, not even with... There's more. Lucius was not wrong about the Order. I thought to rebuild the Seekers once victory was ours. Now I'm not certain it deserves to be rebuilt.
You said there was more in the book.
At some point, power becomes its own master. We cast aside ideals in favor of expedience, and tell ourselves it was all necessary for the people. Will that happen to us, Inquisitor? Will we repeat history?
We might. It would be lying to say it's impossible.
An honest answer, if not a comforting one.
I don't think I've ever seen you so shaken.
I do not think the Seekers have been doing the Maker's work. Not truly. Perhaps we believed it once. The original Inquisition came to be during a terrible time. But now, we harbored secrets and let them fester. We acted to survive, but not to serve. That is not the Maker's work.
If you did rebuild the Seekers, how would you do it?
I can't be the only one remaining. We will always spread to the winds, and some may still be out there. I would find them one by one. We would all read this book, no more secrets. Then together we would establish a new charter. The Maker's work in truth.
You keep saying that, but what is the Maker's work?
There is no way to know for certain. That is why we must seek it out. Perhaps we lost our way because we stopped looking.
Oh, God.
Rebuild the Seekers. Make them better than they were.
Thank you. I could not have done this on my own.
Oh my god. That is horrible.
What do you need, my friend?
I want to talk to you about the cure for tranquility.
It's not a cure. Not truly. Mages who were once tranquil lose all control over their emotions. They become irrational, unable to focus. Perhaps that state eventually passes and they can be helped, but it will take time to investigate.
There are so many Tranquil. They deserve a chance to heal.
I would not want news of a cure to spread until we know for certain we can help these people. Once we have that, however, then I will spread the word myself.
And
That's
that's
enough for
why
now.
I support
Another time, then.
her, you know, rebuilding, because like she is a good. I will say this: Cassandra is a good, honest person.
What do you need, my friend?
That's enough for now.
Another time.
So like, when she says that, I would believe her. Like everything we've seen about her character, like, tells me that like, if it turns out like, okay, mages that were made tranquil can be like 100% cured, then I would believe her. Now, and if it, I hope there's a result, an epilogue about that. I truly do, because that is huge fucking news. And don't get me wrong, the secret organization are horrible. Like, the Seekers were meant to police the Templars. They were supposed to stop the Templars from abusing their positions and their power. But again, as we saw, they clearly often turned a blind eye to that. Oh my god. Alright, well, that's the end of that quest line. I still can't believe that, dear god. We're going to end this video here, folks. We'll be back with us going to help Blackwall. I'm the Celtic Nerd, signing out. One name, one sky.